Hi everybody, hope you're okay. I have no idea what's about to happen over the next few minutes. I hope that this video goes well. I'm about to show you something that I've received through the post today, but I've got a little bit of a story that I kind of need to get off my chest first. A few days ago I did a video where I showed McCartney 3 imagined vinyl that I'd received from Capitol Records. And I happened to mention in there that with All Things Must Pass coming up, the George Harrison release, that there were aspects of it that I was unsure about. And I was talking specifically about the 5CD Blu-ray box set. Just things that I'd heard. I wasn't too sure about what this was going to be like. I'm not talking about the Uber set, the big one. I've seen unboxing videos of that. It looks magnificent, and I'm really delighted for anybody who's got hold of one of those. It looks like quite a thing. The various vinyl packages look fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to getting my splatter vinyl over the next few days. The basic packages where you can buy the new All Things Must Pass remix for, what, 20 quid? Brilliant, fantastic. I've just had doubts about the 5CD and Blu-ray edition in terms of value for money, in terms of what you're getting. And I've really been in two minds about whether or not to cancel my order. And to be honest, last night when I went to bed, I pretty much decided I was going to cancel the order, and I was going to be saying to you that, you know, it might be fantastic, it might be great, we just don't know, because they've been so secretive about the size of the box and exactly what booklet that you get, that I just thought, well, I'm going to cancel and I'm going to wait. But then this morning, today being Monday, 4 days before the album's due to be released, I got a message from Amazon saying it's on its way. And this is not direct from the record company. This isn't some freebie or anything. This is my regular Amazon order. And it seems like pretty much most people in the UK have received theirs today, who've ordered it from Amazon. So it's kind of arrived when I was going to cancel it. And I'm thinking, do I open it? Do I send it straight back? But I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it now. We're going to have a look. And I'm going to see what I think about this, because I'll tell you what my concerns are in terms of the price. Now, I was lucky to get in when it first went on order at just under £100. It's since gone up. It's about £110. And for not massively more money than that, you could have bought this Flaming Pie Paul McCartney box set, which I think is going to blow it out of the water in terms of packaging, etc. The John Lennon Plastic Ono band, similar price, and from everything that I'm gathering, this is going to blow it out of the water in terms of the quality of the book that you get and presentation. I could be wrong. I might be really pleasantly surprised in a moment. For not much more money, you could have got the Red Rose Speedway, which I think is the best Paul McCartney Archive Collection edition there is. And I'm not sure whether this is going to be comparable. So enough of me moaning before I've even opened the thing. Let me open it up and let's see whether my fears are unfounded, and I hope they are. So here we go. This has been delivered today. It's in a box like this. If you're waiting for this will hopefully give you an idea of how you can expect it to be packaged. It's in a box. I expected that this box set was probably going to be about the same size as the Beatles Christmas Records box set from, what, 3-4 years ago. And I think it's looking like that is a fair comparison in terms of size. That is 7-inch singles that's in there. So here it is. This is my first look at this. Okay, here you go. Thumbnail picture. George Harrison, All Things Must Pass, 50th Anniversary edition. Super Deluxe, new mix by Paul Hicks. I am very excited to hear the new mix. I, like a lot of people, have been wanting to hear what a remix of All Things Must Pass could sound like for many, many years. Don't get me wrong, whatever I think of this box, I am very excited about the remix and hearing that in whatever format, whether it's this or the vinyl that I'm going to be getting in a few days. So this is 5 CDs and Blu-ray with surround mix in Dolby Atmos, 5.1 surround and high-res stereo. Featuring previously unreleased studio outtakes and demos, plus 60-page book. Now, the book has been a bit of a bone of contention. It looks like the book that's in each edition of this is different. Now, it is described, I went and checked again today, on the Amazon listing, it is described as a beautiful box and the book is described as a beautiful book. So I want to see a beautiful book inside of here. So anyway, let's have a look. To be honest, this box is nice. It is a lot smaller than the John Lennon and Paul McCartney offerings. Maybe that's deliberate, and it's not necessarily in itself a bad thing. You know, it might mean that it doesn't take up as much storage space. Like a lot of people, I guess storage space is at a bit of a premium. So I'm not going to downplay it just because of the size of the box, but there's the contents on the back. There are 70 tracks on here. That's the main All Things Must Pass album remix, the Apple Jam, plus we have got, well, let's go through each disc in turn. All Things Must Pass CD1 is the 2020 stereo mixers, okay, and that's, I'd Have You Anytime through to Run of the Mill. Hope you can see that okay. It might be a little bit shiny. We'll maybe get a better idea once I take this cellophane off and you can see. CD2 2020 stereo mixers. So this is Beware of Darkness through to Thanks for the Pepperoni. So that is the rest of the album plus the Apple Jams taking up the first two discs. We've then got disc 3, which is Day 1 demos from Tuesday 26th of May 1970. This is 15 tracks. This is where I think this is going to shine, I think, potentially. Not that I don't think the remix is going to shine, so I'm really looking forward to it, but just this unreleased stuff could be really interesting. You've got things like Take 1 of All Things Must Pass, Take 2 of Behind That Locked Door. There's things that you don't find on the album, like, for example, Going Down to Golders Green, Take 1, Derry-Doon, Take 2. Derry-Doon you will know from the Beatles anthology, where they're sitting in George's garden at Friar Park, and George is playing it, and Paul and Ringo are there. So I'm really excited to have that on here. And there's various other things on there that are that look pretty interesting. Day 2 demos, CD 4 is the day after that. It's Wednesday 27th of May 70. And again, it's things like Art of Dying Take 1, Wah Wah Take 1. But then there's things that are from other that weren't on the album. So Mother Divine, Cosmic Empire, which was released a few weeks ago. Most of you probably heard that by now. So that looks really interesting as well. CD 5 Session Outtakes and Jams, which is from Thursday 28th of May through to Wednesday 7th of October 1970. So you've got things like Isn't It a Pity Take 14, various takes of songs you know from the album. Wedding Bells Are Breaking Up That Old Gang of Mine, Take 1. I wonder if that was an interesting little nod to the Beatles breaking up there, potentially. But then you've got Blu-ray in here as well, which is the main album and Apple Jams. It doesn't contain the bonus tracks at all. I am getting a high-res download on release day on Friday, which has all 70 tracks as high-res, and that was about £37 from the Cobuz, I think it's pronounced Cobuz website. So again, I'm looking forward to that. I think the Blu-ray, the high-res tracks are likely to be less compressed than what we find on the CD here. So let us get this opened up and see whether or not my fears have been unfounded. I hope they have. I hope I can suddenly go, oh, I'm pleasantly surprised at this. But let's see, because a lot of people have not been massively complimentary from what I've heard about what I'll say what they're expecting in this. Most of these people hadn't actually seen it, so let's see what happens. So it's a lid that comes off like that. On the inside of the lid is track listing, and it gives you information about the following musicians contributed to this album. As we saw in the as you may have seen, people who've shown pictures from the fantastic book that's in the Uber box set, they've pretty much said they can't tell us exactly who plays what on every song because the information just wasn't recorded at the time. You know, in terms of who drummed on a particular song or who played that bit of guitar, it just wasn't recorded. The information is not available. So let's have a look at what we've got. So there you go. You've got the album cover with the trees going slightly green there, and the title in green. That looks nice. We've got a little pull out here, which pulls out to the booklet. Okay, it's a softback. It's not a hardback. I think we would have all preferred a hardback, but I'll tell you now, first impressions, this is a lot nicer than I was expecting to see. I nearly dropped it on the floor there. it's good. I mean, it is nowhere near what you get in the Uber box, but then again, the Uber box was nearly £1,000, so why would it be as good? I think some of what I've been told is probably a bit over the top in terms of criticisms of this. That is a nice book. It's been described as, like I said, it was described as beautiful on Amazon. Is it beautiful? It's very nice. Let's put it like that. So I'm just going to open some random pages for you. What have we got? EMI tape box. We've got some information there about what's going on in January '69. That is talking about the day he left the Beatles. Actually, there. Hopefully, you can see that. That's the day during the Let It Be sessions when he quit the band. So this page must have been. Oh, it's wow. So that's why that's relevant. Obviously, him singing about his troubles that he'd been through. Let's open up another random page. Waiting on You All. So we've got information about the song, information about the placement of instruments on the session. We've got George's handwritten lyrics. This is definitely a better book than I was expecting to see. So that's positive. I'm happy about that. What else have we got in here? There is, I think this is going to be a poster. George in front of his window, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. Nice poster. In terms of size, it's about from my head down to my belly button, if that gives you an idea of size. You don't know how tall I am though. So yeah, that's nice. Okay. We've then got, if we look at what else is in here, behind that, we've got inside this little sort of cutout, we've got various discs. So I'm just going to take those out. I think that one, I think there's a disc stuck in there. Here it goes. Apple Jam disc was stuck in there. That's now empty. So, what discs have we got? I'll show you those in a second, but let's confirm now it's out of its box. How does it compare to this Beatles Christmas Records? It is almost identical in terms of height. Not quite as thick, but, well, no, actually, it's about the same thickness. So, if you've got this, that gives you an idea of the size of what you're getting. So, disc 1. This is the Blu-ray, okay? So you've got the track listing there of the album plus the Apple Jams. So this is Blu-ray audio, Dolby Atmos. This is for the technos out there. DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, 192.24. So that's seriously high res. That's good. PCM Stereo 48.24. Fair enough. That's sort of just slightly better than CD quality. And stereo 192.24. So there's proper high res mixers on here. And there's the disc. I have to say, definitely, from what I'd been led to believe, from everything that I've been reading, because the reaction has not been great, this is better than I was expecting to see. I was all prepared to rip this to shreds, and I'm not going to, because it's definitely nicer than I was expecting. I still don't think value for money that it's up there with a John Lennon set or a Paul McCartney set, because it just isn't. It really isn't. That is a cut above. You know, this is nicer than what I was expecting, but it's not the same value for money. I can't argue that it is. So, okay, what's this disc here? We've got a gnome on the front. Similar looking disc there. This is CD 1. So this is I'd Have You Anytime through to Run of the Mill. So let's find CD 2 next. This is CD 2, gnome on the front again. This is Beware of Darkness through to the end of Apple Jam. And I presume very similar style. Okay. I will say before I move on, like I said, I'm getting the splatter vinyl in the next few days, so I'm really looking forward to that, because despite any misgivings that I've got, any misgivings were only about this particular version, and I'm happier than I expected to be on this. I'm really looking forward to the vinyl. I hope it's. I have heard that these CDs are going to be really compressed, and that is a worry. I will get back to you on my review of the sound quality, but I can't expect that it's going to be like that so much on the vinyl. So I'm very hopeful on that. And also I'll let you know what I think about these high-res mixers once I've had a chance to listen when I get hold of those on Friday. But CD3 next this is day one demos. So I think there's a gnome theme running throughout all this. Is it the same? Okay, we've gone to a like that. That's like an Apple like demo or acetate kind of label, isn't it? We've seen that before on some releases. So CD3, I mentioned some of the contents of that earlier. CD4, there you go. This is day 2 demos. So again, we've got that. I'm not bothered about having these on vinyl, these extra songs. But if you're getting the 5LP or the 8LP, they look like really, really good sets. Definitely, if you're getting those, I think you're going to enjoy those. Personally, the only set that I've found where I think the extra tracks are essential on vinyl is the White Album Isha demos. They are just a class apart on vinyl. But I've never really needed them on vinyl for other releases. This is CD5. This is Apple Jam. There's the back of that. And it is a different style disc again. So there you go. So I certainly started this video off I was in quite a negative frame of mind. I was, and I'll tell you why, I was really worried about the fact that they sent this out early as well, because to me, there could have been only 2 reasons why they've sent it out early, and neither of them were good. It was either because Amazon want to discount it, but they know that if they do, everybody who's got a pre-order would then get the lower price. So they'd maybe got authorization to send these out early. So I wouldn't be surprised if, especially in the UK, if you find that the price on Amazon drops over the next few days before release. I would not be surprised. That's me speculating. If it does, I think you've got a good case to go to Amazon customer services and say, not happy about this, I want the reduced price. If that happens, then I suggest you try that. But that's just me speculating. The other worry that I had about them sending it out early is did they want to send it out so that people like me who were thinking of cancelling got it before they had chance to? And that's very cynical for me, because I'm usually Mr. Positive, but I could only see cynical reasons why they were sending these out early. But anyway, that booklet is definitely better than I was expecting. The poster's nice, the CDs look nice. The box, I don't know that I would describe this box as beautiful, but it's very nice. It is a very nice box, and in many ways, it is very similar to the John Lennon sets, but in a smaller package. So I guess this might be a template, because there was I can't remember the name of it now, I apologise, but there was the set that he did with Ravi Shankar that came out a year or 2 ago, possibly, that I believe was in a very identical size box to this, and maybe this is going to be the template. We know what the template is for a Paul McCartney archive collection, even though some are much bigger than others, thicker, but we know kind of the height and depth of it. We know what the John Lennon ones are going to look like, because we've had 3 of those now. We've had Imagine, Give Me Some Truth, Plastic Ono Band. Maybe this is a template that we're going to be getting for some George Harrison boxes over the next few years. Potentially. So I was worried. I didn't even know if I was going to open that, to be honest. I might have just sent it straight back. But I decided to open it, and I'm kind of glad I did. I still think, I stand by my words, that this is not value for money compared to the Lennon or the McCartney sets. And a lot of people don't even think that they're value for money. Personally, I do. I hope that if there's future ones of these, and I hope there are, I hope that there is a rethink on the pricing, because I think other sets are blowing them away in terms of value for money. But nonetheless, it is a very nice box. I'm looking forward to listening to it tonight. I will share with you my thoughts on the sound of the remix and what I think about the demos. I'll do that very soon. And I'll be showing you that splatter vinyl when I get that, which hopefully will be by Friday. We'll see when they get it to me. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.